11 Ultra. Um, so first the specs. So the Mi 11 Ultra comes with 8 to 12 gigs of RAM, and it comes with the Snapdragon 888. Obviously supports 5G. It has a 5000 milliamp hour battery. It's a beautiful 6.8-inch display with a 1440 by 3200 resolution. The phone supports fast charging, and it charges from 0% to 100% in 36 minutes. It has a in-display optical fingerprint sensor. And then it comes with Android 11. The screen, again, it's a 120 hertz screen. It supports HDR10 plus. It's a Dolby Vision screen, and it has a peak brightness of 1700 nits as claimed by Xiaomi. It's also IP68 water and dust resistant. So the phone comes with 256 gigs or 512 gigs of storage. It has a selfie camera which is 20 megapixels. It has a triple camera setup in the rear. It has a 50 megapixel primary camera with optical image stabilization. Then it has a 120 millimeter periscope telephoto camera, and it has a 5x optical zoom camera. Me claims that you can have a 120x digital AI zoom camera, but what I think about that is it is a gimmick. So first of all, no one really needs a 120x zoom, as per me. Mostly a normal person's requirement stops at 5 to 10 maybe maximum. Second of all, me needs to understand that money needs to be spent in not having a good camera system, but having a camera system which works with apps properly. Because if you see today's youth, they're obviously not taking so many photos from the camera itself as much as they are from like Snapchat or Instagram. And for the camera to work properly with them, and if you have a 3x optical zoom even on Instagram or Snapchat, that's a bigger win than having a 120x zoom on the primary camera, which is the camera app. That's what I think. If you guys could put your thoughts on that, it'll be great.
Yeah, if you see the camera setup, I liked one thing that they made the camera's main camera 50 megapixel and the other two 48. Unlike the OnePlus, which made its ultra wide 50 megapixel. If you compare the photo of the 120x zoom of the Mi 11 Ultra and the 100x zoom of the Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra, Samsung, though it's 100x, it has better picture quality compared to Mi 11 Ultra's 120x zoom. So the 120x zoom is just a marketing gimmick even according to me. They could have just kept it at 100x maximum.
The problem with MI is like they release phones with actual good specs, but they don't know how to like actually make good use of it. Like for example, like now they have like flagship type specs, like ones that could be actually competing with the S21, but they have a super big disadvantage because of their MIUI. Like how even though it has like the best of the features, like that this small display behind the camera, and it's kind of faster also, that's what people are saying. MIUI is just ugly and just filled with bloatware, and if you're paying such a high amount, I don't think so anyone would want that. And not like Samsung's One UI is the best. In fact, I don't like it, but compared to MIUI, I would just rather spend way more money because I know Samsung is a more reputed brand. I would get a longer warranty. It would last longer compared to MI's phones. What do you guys think about that?
If you see, like me, though it is like the leading smartphone company in India, it's not like as reputed as it is in its home country, China. So people, though it's releasing flagship phones which are on paper better than Samsung's, people would, I think people would rather go to the Samsung or the Apple ones because they are more reliable. What do you think, Aditya?
Yeah, I agree with you. So even I think MIUI isn't something which anyone who's sensible would want to buy. What I think is most people in India buy Xiaomi because it's the only option which you get below 10,000, which is a usable phone because it has good hardware. But they sell it to you at the price of ads and bloatware, which I guess you guys have talked about in the previous episodes. So even I think that MIUI sometimes, especially MIUI 2, I personally feel it's trying to be iOS. Do you guys agree with me? Especially the control center and some parts of the
Yes,
UI
yes.
and the
It looks
Yeah,
pretty similar.
MIUI always tries to copy iOS.
that's what. And then their especially their icons of the stock apps. I think they really
Yeah,
need to work that out. Like a company like me selling so many phones and selling software like that, I don't think is acceptable.
Yeah, I think they should have their originality.
I agree.
And it's not like they don't have enough money into R&D or actually getting good OS. If they put like the actual effort, they can make like good set of products. For example, like they have this Me notebook or something, and I think that's actually a good laptop or whatever for the price, like a notebook for the price. So like if they actually put some kind of effort, even if they left Android stock, I feel like if they left Android stock would be the best thing they could do. I feel like I would even want to purchase a Me product if they leave it on stock Android, because stock Android just has that level of simplicity, and like it isn't trying to imitate anyone, just trying to be itself. Where we know that MIUI is just like a clear imitation of iOS, and iOS isn't that great where other brands have to just imitate it. iOS is good because of like how Apple just tightly integrates it with Mac OS and its other OSs. So I don't think so. Like it's anything where other brands would want to imitate or anything.
Okay, so the Mi 11 Ultra also comes with a small display, a small OLED display on the back, on the camera bump. So therein you can use that small display to either show the date or time or some fancy code, or you could also use it for selfies from the rear cameras. You can actually get very good quality selfies because the rear cameras are actually produce very good quality images. So that's one big bonus, I guess, of the Mi 11 Ultra, that you can have very good quality selfies from the rear camera.